order for you to trust the decisions in your life, you have to learn how to trust yourself. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance, aka your favorite motivational educator, and that's what we're going to talk about. These videos are very raw, authentic, and transparent. So if you don't like that, send and share this video to somebody it is. Immediately, we're going to get straight into the video and I'm going to ask you some questions. I need you to pause this video. I need you to get some pen and paper or let me know in the comment section. The first question I need you to answer out loud or in the comments is, why do you trust other people before you trust yourself? Now, as you're answering this question, as you're taking the time to figure this out, I'm going to list some examples on why you possibly trust other people before you trust yourself. Number one, you don't believe in yourself. Number two, you lack confidence. Number three, you are insecure. Number four, you're able to see things in other people that you lack for yourself. Number five, you were never taught how to be disciplined. You were never exposed on how to be confident. You were never shown what it's like to be successful or feel like you are worthy or of deserving, Lastly, you know that these people execute the things that they say and they want to do. Over here, as your favorite mental health specialist, a naturopathic physician, we're here to unpack all the skeletons in the closet. We're here to lift up the rug. You cannot sweep your problems underneath the rug if you want to learn how to trust yourself. You cannot hide from yourself in order for you to trust yourself and trust your decisions. So now that you have your answer, now that we took some time to ourselves, the next thing I need you to do is make a decision. Do you want to learn how to trust yourself? Yes or no? And the reason why I'm asking you, and like I said, I'm getting straight into the video. I am on a timeline, so this video may be brief, is because in order for you to do anything in life, you have to want to. In order for you to trust your decisions, whether it's you to heal yourself and subscribe to these YouTube channels, whether it's for you to become successful, to get a house, to get a car, to go back to school, to lose weight, start a business, content creation, you have to desire it. So if you're new here, I'm just going to inform you that you should watch the 30-day consistency challenge and playlist that I created. And the reason why I'm recommending that you watch that first before you further into this video, or you could do both, is because in order for you to be consistent, in order for you to trust yourself, you have to be committed. A lot of people like to inform people and tell them that just be consistent, just be consistent. If you're not committed, meaning that you are not responsible, you don't understand the ins and outs, you don't understand the pros and the cons, you're not educated or aware of what it is that you're asking for, you will feel discouraged immediately from the jump. You will doubt yourself immediately from the jump. And we want to let go of those things because you don't have to be afraid. When you do something for the first time, it's unfamiliar. So yes, you could feel nervous, you could be unaware, you could feel ignorant, you could be naive, but when you decide that you want to invest into yourself, you're going to learn as you grow. You have to practice. And I recently just made a friendly public service announcement talking about that. You don't have to fail in order to be successful. The only way you're going to fail at something is if you don't do it. So the second thing you have to do in order for you to learn how to trust yourself in your decision, once you decide if you want to become trustworthy, is then realize, where are the areas where you lack? We can focus on the good in the next clip of the video. But right now, we need to know where the areas that you lack in. The reason why you need to know where the areas that you lack in and you don't feel confident in is because that is what needs to be strengthened. That is what you need to focus on. When you know that you're good at something, when you know what your strengths are, you're only going to get stronger. It's your weaknesses. So do you not trust yourself because you are somebody who doesn't achieve your goals? Do you not trust yourself because you are impatient? Do you not trust yourself because you say you want to do certain things, but you don't do them? You see, we need to know, what are your weaknesses? So the best way for you to identify what your weaknesses when it comes to yourself and lack of trust is to either verbally acknowledge them out loud as you're watching this video or whenever you get the chance in the comment section or on a pen and paper. If you're new here, when you watch these videos, make sure you get a pen and paper and take notes. We need to identify what your fears are. Once you can identify what your fears are, the next thing you have to do is realize, how does it make you feel? Once again, these videos require you to think. These videos require you to be active. These videos require you to be present. And most importantly, these videos are to trigger you in a positive way. We're transmitting all the negative energy, all these old limited belief systems, anything that's no longer serving us or not for us, and we're receiving the things that are. We need to know where the doubt is coming from. So, was it something that you've experienced from childhood trauma? Was it not being shown how to be disciplined? Was it not having the support? Was it not having the finances? Is it because you feel like you're comparing yourself? Which you have to realize too. Comparing yourself to certain people, places, and things, you don't have the same 24 hours as them. Just because you grew up around certain people, just because you live with certain people, just because we all have the same 24 hours, like when it comes to time, which we all don't because people live in different parts of the world, doesn't mean that you have the same access, the same resources, the same knowledge, and the same education, finances, or etc. So you cannot continue to compare yourself. So when you're writing down your weaknesses, I also want you to acknowledge, when you're making a decision that you want to trust yourself, that you are no longer going to compare yourself to people, and that when you see people do the things that you want to do or that you want to experience and fulfill yourself, that is all the confirmation that you need. You don't know how people did the things that they did, and it's not fair, and it doesn't give you any justice, because you may not know what they know. You may not have the same resources. You may not have the same finances. You may not have the same help. So any limited beliefs on comparing yourself, when it comes to you trusting yourself, we need to be removed. And that also too could be a weakness. So when you guys are watching these videos, don't just watch them because it sounds good. You have to apply what you're being exposed to. Of course, if it makes sense to you, if it resonates with you, which it does, because you wouldn't be watching the video all the way to the end and you wouldn't continue to watch these videos. In order for you to trust yourself, all you have to do basically is just decide. And when you're learning to trust yourself, you're going to go through an experience in a fluctuation of emotions and withdrawals. When you are learning to trust yourself, you have to have a sense of security. So if you grew up in a household where it was chaotic and it was dysfunctional and you didn't have trust within your family members, you have to realize you're unpacking childhood trauma. You're unpacking trauma from the people that you were familiar with. If you did not have caregivers and adults who showed you examples of trust, you have to realize, instead of being upset and having resentment towards those people, you are now going to parent yourself. Learning how to trust yourself and learning how to do anything for the first time is a skill, which means it requires a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of dedication, and most importantly, a lot of patience. Learning to trust yourself in your decisions requires grace. So what I want you to do when you see this video, other than when you're engaging and answering these questions out loud in the comment section or to yourself, is decide today, when you see this video, to set a goal. Now, I'm going to give an example of a couple of goals if you're not able to have any goals for yourself, but the first 2 to 3 goals that I want you to pick from, if you don't have any goals, is to learn how to be nice to yourself and affirm positive things about yourself. So what I mean by that is, when you see this video, for the next 7 days, I want you to start speaking life into yourself. So when you are being inconvenienced, when you feel frustrated, instead of saying things are not working out for me, I hate my life, everybody's against me, I'm a victim, I want you to replace those things with positive sayings. And I want you to do it for 7 days. You see, when you set small goals, you can achieve your long goals. And if you don't know the difference between a short-term goal and a long-term goal, you're going to feel discouraged. When you decide to do something, like I said, for the first time, having expectations is not going to help you because you don't know how long it's going to take. When you set goals and say you're going to do something within 7 days, it has to be practical. Over here, I'm not here to tell you to be delusional. It's very misleading to tell people that because I don't think people understand what that really means. You don't have to be delusional. We have to be practical. So I want you to write down an affirmation And I want you to acknowledge it anytime you feel unmotivated and unsure. And I want you to do it for 7 days. Or if you're someone who believes in spirituality, religion, for the next 7 days, I want you to become more educated in that. All I'm asking you to do is to do something for 7 days, and I want you to come back and let me know that you did it. That's how we're going to start to learn how to trust ourselves. If we cannot set certain goals for ourselves and complete them, there is no faith, there is no trust, and that's where everything just starts to become in disbelief. So another goal that you could write down or set is that if you wanted to clean your room, if you're going to clean your bathroom, if you're going to clean your house. Now, of course, depending on how big your house and your room, your bathroom is, it may take more than 7 days. It may take more than 24 hours. We have to be practical about what it is that we're doing. And this is why in the 30-day consistency challenge, I broke down the steps on what to do and when to do them. Because if, let's just say, you're trying to clean your entire house, you're not going to be able to achieve that in 24 hours. Like, we don't need to work hard. We don't need to feel overwhelmed, because in order for you to trust yourself, you're taking your time. Like I said, it's a skill. You could set a goal to clean your room in a day or even a couple of hours. All you have to do is start from the beginning. So that is your assignment. If you're new here, way beginning when I started, this is my second YouTube channel for mental health, if you guys are OG. But when I started this channel almost 10 months ago, 9 months ago, I had homework assignments and I had challenges. I'm bringing those back because the channel was growing. Not only you're going to watch these videos, but you need to be learning. You need to be productive. That's the whole purpose of this content, at least. I do have other social medias. That's a different topic for a different day. But over here, you need to be completing what it is that you're watching. Like, you need to be learning. You need to be growing. So the challenges are for you to do. Don't just watch these videos just to watch these videos, because I'm going to continue to post and do what I need to do and live my best life. And because you are inspired, you feel influenced, you feel motivated, these videos make you feel good, that's all I'm asking you to do, is to learn from these videos. Take what you learn, what makes sense to you, of course, what you resonate with, and apply it. You're not always going to agree with me. You're not always going to understand things. Nobody is forcing you to. Take your time. You don't have to rush. You don't have to feel overwhelmed. But the next 7 days or the next 24 hours, you need to do something. So it could be drink a cup of water, drink 8 cups of water for a day. And I need you to come back and let me know that you did it. When you learn how to set goals for yourself and you learn how to do things for yourself, it makes you feel motivated. It makes you feel good because you got the outcome. Like I said, trying to clean your house in 24 hours, if you live like in a mansion, it is, we have to, like I said, let's not be delusional. Delusional is when you believe in things that are not true, that are not going to happen. We could be practical. You may not be able to clean your house in 24 hours. You can clean your house in 7 days. You have to be practical. You have to write down, okay, from 8 a.m. to 5 a.m., I'm going to do this. Or for 3 hours, 30 minutes, you know your situation. But because I need to go, you guys, and end off this video, I'm going to leave it like that. If you have questions, comments, concerns, give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're commenting down below. If you're interested in this service and a session, head to my website at tideguidance@summer.com. It'll be in the description or my about page when you go to my account, and make sure to follow me on all social media platforms. I will be going live on Instagram and on TikTok until we reach our goal here on YouTube to answer any common questions. If you guys are not able to afford a session, that's understandable. DM me on Instagram if you have questions and let me know what you guys want to talk about. And like I said, when you watch these videos, make sure that you're doing what you are learning from, other than liking it, sharing it, and engaging, because that's free. Support is free. Whatever you want back in return, make sure you have it for yourself. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. And it's the end of February when I'm posting this.